Okay, we're live.
Alright, so we're doing draft predictions, right? So we already have pick one done, right?
Yeah, I'm picking
Prez
Wilson. Let's
Prez
pick
is
one.
for sure locked in the Wilson Jones.
Okay, so Prez is letting everybody know what his
Right off the bat.
what his prediction or what his pick's going to be. So that's
Yes,
of course
sir.
he could throw an audible. Let's not assume that what he's told us is 100% correct.
Oh, to screw us up.
It's all a bait.
It could be.
That'd be pretty tricky.
Alright, so pick two would be by Koro.
Are we
Right
going
now-
Fly Night?
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I think Fly Night.
most likely Fly Knight. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Although
I
he
got
could
it.
go for a mid laner,
I'm
but
pretty
I
sure
think it's probably
Fly.
gonna be Fly Knight. We'll see.
It's
Alright.
probably fly.
So how are we? Are we going down the list of captains or?
Captains, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so pick two, Fly Knight. Pick three would be
Killing
Killing
Force.
Force.
Pick three,
Not
Killing
sure
Force.
For
Why?
his.
Well, no, Killing Force is the captain.
Yeah, Killing Force is a captain. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Killing Force will probably just go for a highly rated person. I don't actually know. I haven't talked to Killing Force about his picks at all.
I mean, the thing
Is he-
with that was last season, him and Camaflare were, thick as thieves and all that. But this time around,
Yeah.
I talked to them and they sounded like they wanted to try out other people, I guess.
yeah, I think we need to see other people.
Exactly. It was a tragic breakup. So I'd imagine he's just gonna go for a highly rated mid laner because there are some really highly rated mid laners, but
I mean, who else does he
I'm not
have
sure what his
experience
strategy
playing
will be.
with?
I think he might go for Merc or Liquid Swords. But it could be a support that he wants.
Yeah, he might go for Ari Lover because he's the other. Well, he signed up as a mid laner first, but I mean,
He's
I
got
feel like-
secondary support.
right? And
Yeah.
I feel like he's better at support. Honestly, that's my personal opinion.
I was thinking he was going to go with Ari Lover as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
and he could use that as a flex pick too if he wants to, depending on who else gets picked.
That's the really big advantage of picking somebody that can play two roles well early, is you don't have to paint yourself in a corner there. You can actually say, well, I'll draft you, and you could go mid, you could go support. We'll see what's on the table when pick comes back.
Yeah, I think that'd be really intelligent of him to pick that as his pick.
Pick
The other
for-
strategy that he could go for is try to pick a top laner because there aren't a huge number of top laners who are available who are highly rated.
That
I'm almost-
is
Just like
true.
either Antonym or Penguins or I guess
Jetstone?
Jet, but,
or Jet.
right, one of those three. That would be his other option. But I'd imagine he's gonna go for Ari Lover as I guess.
I mean, you could say that Jetstone's the best top laner in the league right now. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
that's an.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Well, I think you're measuring him on a different level than I am. I'm measuring him on his ability to carry a team to the finals and win. Not
I still
on
think
individual
Anthony's
skill.
better.
'Cause, I mean,
I still
individual
think
skill.
Anthony's best
Antonym?
top.
Well, okay.
I mean, you can make it. You can make
yeah, 'cause
an
Antonym
argument
hasn't-
for him.
as Antonym
Right, he
hasn't
hasn't
done
played
anything
competitively. Well,
Yeah. in this league, right? So yeah, you could make an argument for an outsider, but as far as everybody else goes, I don't know. Jetstone's tested, tried. He's never. I can't remember. I don't have a photographic memory, but I can't remember him ever losing lane before.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean
actually,
he's
don't know
definitely
about
up
that.
there in top laners.
Yeah.
Rigel's there too. It's a hard one.
I think what are we short on is taking a look at the draft pool here. You know, how many top laners do we have? How many support players do we have? What are we short on? What's a priority pick as far as a role goes in the pool?
I think a good jungler.
Jungle.
I
Yeah.
think jungler. Because that would be the other thing that he could go for, is try and get a jungler. But I don't know what his
And there's a lot
priorities
of,
are.
there's not that many highly. There's a big gap in rank between mids this season
Yeah,
too.
I agree with that.
And supports.
There's a big gap between like Omero, Merc, and some of the captains to like dropping off the low plat to gold.
Alright, so what pick are we on now?
4.
So we're looking to splash
for who's the
New
captain?
You guys spelled
Sure.
top wrong on his slide, by the way.
He.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Who did that?
Oh.
I have a feeling he might pick Merc.
I agree. I like almost.
I know they're friends for like a while, and I'm pretty positive he's picking Merc.
I am pretty sure too.
I think he's gonna pick Merc, and Merc will play AD.
Then, yeah, because they both signed up for mid.
Merc is an AD main first, though. Merc's only been playing mid recently.
Okay.
Speaking of
Sounds
people
like a good pick.
switching from their mains, what's Rigel gonna play?
Support.
Oh boy.
More
Out of
guys.
the roles that I signed up for, probably the feeding role.
Yeah, yeah. I could see it.
Alright, so do we want to lock in
Enemy.
Liquid Swords pick 4 then?
Yeah, that's pretty safe.
Yeah, I
Because they're
think so.
friends. They have
Yeah.
prior experience.
I enjoy playing together, yeah.
So pick 5 would be Enemy.
Yeah.
I think Enemy's gonna pick Omero.
I think so too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I
on a
think
ranked
that's
team
it.
together.
Good assumption.
Makes sense.
That's another safe pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
what's,
already played mid and jungle together in a rank 5 team that's already highly ranked.
Yeah, they're plat 1 in 5s.
But check this out. Omero is a diamond 4 mid. So what are the chances that by the time you get to pick 5, somebody else is gonna pick him up?
Right.
Well,
I don't think it's going to be that high.
The only Wilson's already locked in pick 1. I'm pretty sure Koro's going with the support, and then the only other one would be 3 and 4, and I think Merc would get picked over Omero.
Yeah, Omero's not known to anybody other than Enemy.
He's only known as like a highly level mid laner.
Makes sense. All right. Ginger fight.
He might also go for antonym. I wouldn't be or synonym. I wouldn't be super surprised if he goes for that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely he has a higher chance of picking Omero over them.
Yeah, I think so too, because they seem to have.
Yeah, there is a
synergy on their rank team.
possibility.
Ginger, I'm pretty
Alright.
sure Ginger wants to play mid in this tourney.
Yeah, that's what he signed up for as his main role.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about antonym or
For we're talking
you
about
said
Ginger.
synonym? You said synonym was another
Oh, synonym
possibility.
and antonym, yeah.
Which one are we talking about here? Are they different guys or what? I don't even
No,
know.
they're
it's
the
the
same
same
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So antonym's his main account, or did he just change his name, or
I
what?
don't know which one's his main account.
It's his highest rated account, yeah.
Okay. So antonym's plat 1. That's right up there with the diamond 5s and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Certainly a
He was
possibility.
diamond last season too.
Yeah. He was also diamond last season. I think he's actually the highest rated player from last season then.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Um,
Zark is gonna go pick 7.
Yeah. Or
We
we're still on
decided Gingers.
we're on pick 6 still. We don't
Yeah.
know who Ginger's gonna pick.
Oh, Ginger, that's right. Pick 6.
Ginger,
Maybe.
I have no idea who Ginger's gonna play.
I mean,
I could
he's only played in in-houses so far, but he's been
well he played on Rebel Force for a little. Or not Rebel Force, Soul Team.
okay.
I
Yeah,
would
that's
say
right.
It's
He-
either Appa or Antonym, honestly.
Who'd you say?
Apricot or Antonym, I think.
I was thinking Apricot or Mashari.
Maybe. I don't know how much they've like played together though.
What about
Like, I don't
Toto?
think they've really played together much.
He won't pick
but-
Toto. He wants to play mid.
Well, here's what I think about Mashari. Take a look at how he signed up. Jungle, Fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a sign up that you make to advertise yourself to people. That's that's not how you get your name out there. I mean, his name's already out there, but that's not how you present yourself if you're looking to get picked up by a team. That's something that you type in if you're hoping to not get picked so somebody else can pick you up. I would put money on it. One of these captains already has it in their head to first pick Mashari. So which one is it? I couldn't say, but I'm going to go ahead and predict that Mashari first round. And he's not going to jungle, and he's not going to play Fizz.
Yeah, that could be, because he did only put Fizz down.
I'm pretty sure he's jungling.
Yeah, he's
But I
probably
don't-
gonna jungle.
I'm almost positive he's jungling.
The Fizz pick is
But
probably not gonna
he-
happen
He
often.
does
but-
mainly sit over Fizz.
This is something that you type in when you've got somebody looking at you already who knows what you're all about, and then you just don't want to give any more information to anybody else in hopes that you get picked up by that person. I would be
Yeah.
shocked.
Could-
But
Yeah,
I think
could
all the
very well be.
captains know him by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of agree with Hanson that he's probably has a specific thing that he has in mind.
Well, and at the same time, he didn't know who the captains were when he signed up. You got to consider that.
Yeah, fair
Right.
enough.
So
I think either way, he's gonna go to Ginger probably. If I had to, if he had to go in the first round, it's probably to Ginger.
I think Zark. I think Africa goes to Zark.
well, let's move on to Zark then. Zark, pick 7.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm pretty positive it's Africa.
Mashari.
But then who's getting picked by Ginger?
I don't know, but I'm. If Ginger doesn't take Mashari, then Zark is. It's either Mashari.
Maybe
or
Ginger
Jet.
takes Antonin.
I don't think so. I think it's Jet or Mashari. Actually, I think it might. Yeah, it's Antonin or Jet would be his.
I might go with Jet for Ginger, actually.
What about Kuro?
Ginger's not a draftee.
Girl's a
too.
captain.
Or the captain.
Fine.
too.
Wait, just kidding.
I actually think, yeah, Jet seems like a person he'd pick.
Okay.
I just don't know their personal relationship
Right.
together, so I don't know if they're like really good friends. But if they are, then yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
I think Ginger's picking Antonin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems.
If I had to pick one first, I think it's Antonin.
So
Okay,
who's
we can put
Rigel
that
going to
in.
be left with?
Well, we still haven't done Zark. I'm pretty sure Zark goes Jet.
We did Zark.
And then we went back to Ginger midway through.
Yeah.
I think Jet's
Uh,
going to get picked up first round. I would be shocked if he didn't get picked up first round.
I think Zark takes him. Zark, who would you take Jet if he was up and these 6 are gone?
I actually don't know if I will take him first round. I don't think I was looking for him first round.
Let's see. Jet actually signed up season 1 as, I think, a gold 2. I think he was
Yeah.
back then. And
Mhm.
right now he's got himself all the way up to platinum 2. So that's an entire division difference. And that
Yeah.
plus the fact that he was on the championship team, plus, I mean, what is he at on the solo queue ladder right now?
I don't think he's that high up.
Solo league ladder right now.
So Zark, who were you looking at then?
Yeah, he's
Who
number
was still
2 on the
looking?
solo league ladder. So he's got like a lot going for him as a pick. He's number 2 on the solo ladder. He's moved himself up an entire division in solo queue play. And he was on the championship team last season. If you don't pick him first round, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's nuts.
I don't know if you saw, but I moved my pickup. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick Toto, first round. Heard it here first.
All right.
Okay, Toto. Mega
Mega Toto,
Totodile.
good by Toto.
Yeah, that.
I don't know.
Now this guy's like, I mean, okay, let's see. What he's Platinum 1 right now. What was he last season?
Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a.
Do you know him from beforehand?
No, he wasn't. He's got a Platinum border.
You got it
I know
probably
in preseason
preseason.
he's Diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's made it up to Diamond. He's pretty good, pretty solid pick.
He was a Diamond at the beginning of this season too. So,
No. Got Rigel with the back-to-back picks. This is where it gets interesting. All right, Rigel, spill the beans. What do you got?
Team top lane.
All right,
that's not
so
a
we could expect the Jet pick now,
that's not a real
as
thing.
well as Penguins. All right, lock
So I
it in.
think he takes Ben. One
Yeah,
of these two picks, I think he takes Ben.
interesting.
I'm not sure about that. Maybe, do they get along? Do they play a lot together?
They were in a Terracotta League together.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Ben needs to fit in, is with some people that get along with him and appreciate the troll that he is.
I think if Ben's on a team with Rigel, then I think he'll play really well.
Yeah.
If Ben gets drafted on a team with some guys that he doesn't know, it
He
might not
might
work
struggle.
out so well.
So who are you thinking, Rigel?
I'm not sure yet. It remains to be seen.
Well, who do you have so far?
Yeah, like you have to go something, man.
Oh,
I'm trying to-
I mean, I was thinking in my first rounds, I'd want to pick up a strong jungler.
Let Chibody lock it in, guys. He's gonna pick Chibody.
Is it Rom?
Rom is certainly a possibility. I was kind of hoping Jaren would sign up.
Apricot?
But probably
I'm
not
picking
Apricot.
Chibody, guys.
We have
Um,
quite a bit of junglers, actually. We've got a lot more diversity.
I think it might be Chibody too. You don't want to say it.
Possibly.
One of these two picks are Chibody. You're friends with him too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And then I was hoping either a AD carry or mid laner, depending on who is available.
Alright,
with
so Ben.
With who available? Ben.
All right, so Chibody and Ben.
You're also available at this point if we're going by this, Wampa. Just saying
I'm
it's a
a top
possibility.
lane. Please.
Did you actually
Don't-
sign up as top lane?
Don't let the card fool you. I'm a top laner.
Oh, right. Oh, so team top lane.
Got it.
Right, so the top mid laners would be Hoi Hoi the Panda, Malkathos, and what is his name? Strathegos? How about one of those guys?
Comma Flare would also be up.
Oh yeah, Kama's there too. I missed that card.
You can always draft Wilson as a mid.
Wilson's round one.
Assuming he isn't
One.
picked already.
Well, yeah, when we're
That's
getting down to
locked in.
pick,
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking about the mids.
I'm feeling the Malkathos pick.
I don't think so.
I don't
I
know.
think he has a higher chance of picking Ben.
Yeah.
We can go with Ben. I agree with that.
All right, let's put Ben down. And then Zark's up. I'm feeling a John the Greatest pick from Zark.
Wait, would you put it? Oh,
Feeling that vibe. What do you think, Zark?
I
I'm
know Stark was looking for John in round 3, but now that the draft pool is shortened a little bit, I think we'll take him round 2.
I wouldn't take John. When
I
Domo's
know
still
for
on
a
the
fact they
table.
like each other.
I mean, yeah, the personal connections can always be an issue, but
I also have an Ingra of his spreadsheet where it says round 3, John the Greatest.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I think Zerg picks up Jet if Jet hasn't been taken at this point.
Oh
You
yeah.
sir would be probably right, Joel.
Yeah.
I've already locked that card in.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I think
Forgot Jet was even up.
if Jet doesn't get picked first round, then I mean it's going to be first pick second round or something like
I
that.
don't know if he's actually worth first round. With the amount of players that are going in first round, he's good in first round.
Yeah, the only flat
person-
player that's in the.
Yeah. Is like I would pick everyone over Jet other than Djibouti, but
Yeah.
Rigel's a top laner.
But I mean, aside from the personal connection, there. I mean, if you're looking at John the Greatest and you're looking at Domo, I'd rather take Domo.
Really?
Over John?
Yeah.
Round 2, I wouldn't take Domo.
Yeah.
Take a look at their lane performance together, and tell me who performed the best. In
Oh, I
lane.
think John.
Yeah, John by
Yeah.
far.
Nah.
That's my opinion. I think in team fights, Domo does a lot to like save John and stuff like that. But I think John is definitely in my opinion, he is
I think
the
John's
one
only
who
weakness
performs
is he
better.
does really bad when he's pressured on farm.
That's my opinion.
I think if you take John, then you better pair him with a support that's at least his rating or higher.
Well, there's a lot of still good supports on this.
Yeah,
team,
Simram's still up and stuff. So.
Simram, Flyknight.
Simram and John
Well,
would
Fly
be a
Knight's
really
not
good
up
team.
anymore.
I would
You
like
could
to
still
see
draft
that.
Kama
If
Flare.
in-house has proven anything, they'd be horrible together. I'm pretty sure they hate each other or dislike each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I get Toto, I'm gonna take Jet with him.
Yeah. That would make more sense than just get a mediocre bot lane and carry off solo lane.
Alright, so who are
Pick
we up
11.
on now?
Pick 11 would
Ginger?
be back to Ginger. Ginger's the only person I can't really like think of who you would take. If Ginger, who do we have Ginger taking now?
Antonin.
Ant-Man?
So you'd probably go for
A jungler.
a jungler at this point.
I think
yeah.
Apricot. If Apricot's up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Actually, if
Apricot.
Apricot's still available.
That's a good pick there, I think.
Mashari.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is why I don't know why you guys change your names.
Well, he was gonna switch back to Apricot, but
Somebody
Don't
took it,
worry.
made a level 1 account with his name.
That's what you get for switching names.
Yeah.
it was.
Lesson learned.
Alright, so
It's probably the only reason Richmond won a championship.
Ashari's 11. Then it'd be Enemy's pick again.
Enemy has Romero. Who's still up for top lane?
I feel like he might pick an 80
Penguin.
first.
Penguin's is open still.
And
quite high
who
rated,
does
at least, I mean.
who does Enemy have in the first round?
Peaches is still up. He has
Yeah,
an
so he has
Yeah.
a jungler and a mid lane. Yeah, so he might go top laner.
or an AD.
I doubt he'd go with Peaches just because Peaches doesn't have a mic.
Him and Peaches played in Pilo together.
Oh, do they? Maybe they would then.
I don't. With what's up, I'd take Peaches over anyone else. If Apricot's gone, and then
I
He
think
might
he'll-
try and pick an AD carry.
I think
Too,
he'll
is
pick
the
there's-
other option.
what AD
but
carry's good right now that's actually worth a second round pick.
Sun Kanyo would be an option.
Sincanio hasn't played for a couple months though.
Yeah, he hasn't played for like 2 months.
Oh, okay.
2
Plus, he
months
doesn't
has
get
been going
back.
on long.
Yeah, he's been in China.
He didn't play in
Yeah,
China?
he must be-
Well, he can, but he's just been like hanging out with family and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't get back until like 2 days before the first game of the first week, so he wouldn't have a lot of time to prepare. Not that that matters in the whole scheme of things, but
I think he has a big chance to take Peaches.
yeah, I think Peaches is a good call there.
Because you don't really, I don't know, I wouldn't, if I was drafting, I wouldn't want to pick a high rated support and then pair them with a weaker AD. Like, by far weaker. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I
'cause
guess
right
I'll
now,
just, all the supports and ADs are still up, so.
All right, so what do we got next?
I think, yeah.
Who
We
did we
have
lock in then?
this puts Peaches. I think Peaches is safe because he'll get 2 solo laners that he could camp and carry.
Yeah, he likes to invade a lot. He doesn't like to do so much ganks, it seems like. So I think picking another strong solo lane would be smart for him.
Yeah.
So then it's Splash Pro
Flash?
or Pro. I don't know which it is.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know him that well.
If he has
so it's hard to
Merc,
read him.
Merc would be his AD carry.
So he's gonna look for a support, which
yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
Simran.
maybe Simran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Fly Knight.
Fly Knight would be
That's already
picked.
taken.
Oh, we have Fly Knight
Pro-
picked already?
Or
Yeah.
pick and pick two.
I feel like Simran safe pick, safe bet here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anybody that was on the winning team season 1 is going to be valued highly. Not only have they shown that that they have the performance necessary to win the tournament, but at the same time they showed that that they can come out for practice every week. They can come out for games every week.
Right.
Then after enemy would be after Flash Pro would be Killing Force.
Killing Force first round picked Ari Lover.
So we
I
could
think
still
he
pick a
might go for
mid support.
jungle.
So we
I
know
think,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah.
playing in season 2. So you could playing AD carry. Is he gonna play support?
He could play either one. He said he was talking to me about it.
Okay. So
I could see him taking John and supporting John. I know
You
they've
think
been
so?
playing. I know Killing Force because I know they've been bot laning together a lot in main houses. Whenever Killing
That's true.
Force whenever Killing Force gets the draft, he picks John.
yeah,
That's
I can
true.
see that.
Sure, we'll put that down.
All right, so what do we got next?
After so if John would be taken there, do you have that?
Then it's Kuro.
Alright, so Kuro would have him and Fly Knight. So they'd probably want a solo laner.
I think a mid laner would be what he's looking for here. That's probably what I mean. He said he wanted like kind of a dual threat team, so he'd pick his bot lane and then he'd get a mid.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who the high ranked mids are right now.
I know Ping Wins is still up as well, Diamond 5 top laner. But I don't think
Mhm.
Ping Wins is valued very high.
Maybe
Yeah.
Hoi Hoi?
I don't
Panda.
think Kuro wants to pick penguins from what I heard. I think he'd probably pick Hoi Hoi.
What is Kuro's relationship with Kama?
I don't think they have one.
Yeah, I think Hoi Hoi would be better than.
So some of the mids are Kama, Malkathos, Hoi Hoi the Panda.
There's, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it for platinum and diamond players.
Luna Z.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Luna Z.
true. But I think Hoi
I mean,
Hoi.
I don't know.
I
I think Hoi Hoi, yeah.
Drag him up.
I got him.
So and then after John, after Hoi Hoi would be
You.
would be Prez's. I already dragged this in. I'm already in place, boys.
Yep. How about that?
Yeah, I'd probably pick Wumple at this point for my top lane. And then third round, since I have back to back, I'd probably pick a jungle, so I'd take my boy Rom in the third round.
Hey, Rom's a really good jungler.
Oh baby, me and Rom back on a team together.
Pretty solid pick.
And before it doesn't turn out this way because we're having this and they pick him before.
Yeah.
Rip.
Alright. So now there's still some high level rated players out there I think could be steals.
Yeah.
After that we'll go back to Koro. Who does Koro have?
We
so
should have
far again?
a sheet where we have all the teams laid out because it's
Yeah, I'll add it.
getting a bit complicated.
I think after speculation after round 2 is pretty worthless.
Yeah,
Because-
it's hard to predict.
One single change in our prediction has a domino effect down the line. So let's say things don't go exactly the way we predict, like the further it gets down the line.
So
that
should we
we're
just
wrong.
stop here then?
I
Because
think
we're already at round 3.
I think as far as predicting picks go, yeah, we can stop at round 2. But
Okay.
I want to take a look at the high end. I want to take a look at the diamonds that aren't available, that aren't captains that are available for drafting, and we can discuss different merits of having the different individuals on your team as a first pick. I mean, let's just put it in your head that you're first pick in the draft, right? And you've got this list of diamond players, and we'll throw the plat 1s and plat 2s in there if you want, sure. What are the different merits of picking those different players?
You pick Wilson because Wilson is love, Wilson is life.
I think without everyone on the board, I think Wilson would go first almost every time. Because he can play support and mid, and he is pretty consistent, other than in the playoffs of Season 1 against Rich Gang. Which I'm pretty sure Rich Gang would lose if they had their AD, not a sub.
Yeah, enemy wasn't there.
I think Wilson's probably he knows he's probably the best player with who's available by I don't know, like through overall, I think. And then I think Antonim's underrated a lot. I know he was probably he was high diamond last season, which I think the only games he played was in playoffs with Team Venom, and he got 4 bans every game against him because his team banned him on top laner, he said.
Yep.
So he would be forced onto like Jax, and then he fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much unanimous that Wilson Jones is gonna be the most desired pick in the draft.
I think he's liked by almost everyone as well, though. I think that helps him a lot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that help him out, and that's just one of them.
I think second would be Merc. Merc is probably the best mid this season. That's on the in the draft and not through captain. But he also plays AD really well.
I don't know.
If I personally,
Right. The reason that Merc might not be picked as highlight would just be because of the whole last season thing.
Yeah.
That would be just the one thing to keep for captains to keep in mind.
That's a factor. If I'm a captain right now and I'm scouting my picks, either one of two things are going to happen. Number one, I'm only going to pick people that played and showed up last season. Or number two, if I break that rule, then I'm seriously talking to a candidate, vetting them
Right.
persistently to make sure that they're going to be there every week. You can't just sub in a gold 3 and expect to perform at full strength unless you're Victoria's Secret. And the whole subbing thing is going to be a lot bigger this time around because our talent pool is much more weighted at the top end, and it's very unlikely that any silver players are even going to be participating in the Saturday League. I mean,
Yeah, last year, if the silver didn't show up, it was actually kind of like a benefit because you get
right.
you had the potential to get almost a full division higher.
This season, if somebody doesn't show up, then it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be subbing in somebody that you would not rather have on your team than the person who's actually on your roster. So let's do the math here. I mean, there's 62 signups right now. So take 8 away from that for the captains, and that leaves us with 54. So there's 14 people that aren't going to make it. With 11 silvers, you've got 1, 2, 3. So 11 silvers and 3 golds if people draft down the list just based off solo queue rank, which I don't expect to happen. Nobody here does, but just devil's advocate right there. Then probably the lowest ranked player in the tournament is going to be a gold 5.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our cutoff
I don't
right
know.
here. But I mean,
I think Minecraft will be picked up, honestly, as a later round support.
it's possible.
So I think
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the bottom end. I want to go down this list here. Let's talk about the silvers. Jarrett, what are the chances that a team is going to pick him up?
I think he doesn't get picked. If Jared gets picked, it would only be because he has a relation with someone from Victoria's Secret. My opinion.
I think if there was a silver to get picked, he'd be one of them.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
He
with
seems
that.
like somebody that gets along with everybody, and he works hard.
And he shows up
my
every week.
opinion from working or from playing with him too is he's definitely a really good team player at least.
I think Jarrett's one of those players that could be brilliant. I mean, like, Jarrett could get to Diamond 5, but he needs somebody like a Wilson Jones coaching him. Jarrett's one of those diamond in the rough people. It's like, I'm going to draft this guy not for what he is right now, but for what I know he could be if I'm a diamond player and I'm investing time in him and actually helping him improve his individual play, right? I think he has a lot of potential to be a lot higher than Silver 1. He's gotten gold in previous seasons. I'm not sure how high up into gold, but I think it's at least gold 3 that he's gotten in previous seasons. So there's a lot of potential there. I would value Jarrett a lot higher than Silver 1 at least. Does anybody know Big Booty?
I know
No
Killing
idea.
Force knows him.
Any thoughts
That's
on
one of the captains.
him?
I played a couple of in-house with him. I don't know. He didn't seem. There's like a lot of silver thresh mains, and I think he's not the best out of them. And there's also gold thresh mains, so I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't. Based off he's a support main, and most silver's a support main, I think there's at least 2 better support mains than him that are on the list from silver.
Certainly possible. Okay, Mr. Sky, aka
I would be
Great Dick
surprised
in the
if Sky
Sky.
was picked.
He
I think
was gold 3 last season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think the
I
top
th-
line's pretty slim, and he might get picked up as one of the like 7th or 8th junglers or tops. I mean, and I think he's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I think
know
he's
if it
pretty
was
decent.
today or not, but he surprised me in an in-house. I think it was today.
Yeah, he does some good work, and especially if he gets his main. And that's another diamond in the rough type of guy. Like, especially if, let's say you're, I don't know, let me take a look at the diamonds right here, because does anybody play top secondary? Yeah, like Omero. I feel like if somebody's going to pick Sky, it's going to be somebody like Omero or Ginger that has a lot of experience in that top lane that can really coach them and take their game to the next level, because Sky has a lot of potential. He does some really neat stuff. He's got some holes in his game that he needs to shore up, and I just think some attention from somebody who's got some more experience would be all it would take. And you could easily take him and make him a Diamond 5 player.
I don't think you can make him into a diamond, at least through one season.
From what I've seen, he's got really good mechanics. He's got some good
I think his-
decision making.
Champion pool is pretty
That
bad.
that's a problem. That is a problem with him. Is he's gonna draw the Darius ban, right?
I don't even. If I'm a top laner, I'm not scared of his Darius. I wouldn't draw a ban against it. It's pretty easily countered and pretty easy to deal with since he doesn't really have a gap closed.
Fair enough.
I think another one, Mycroft.
Yeah, we move on.
If there's a silver player that would get picked, I think it's Mycroft.
I think Poseidon's actually quite
Yeah.
better than Silver 3 as well. He's another silver player who I was thinking might get picked early.
You've got Mycroft, Poseidon, Sky, and Jarrett right now that are sitting at silver, but just are capable of a lot more than that, just based off previous performance. Everybody else, I'm not too sure about. I don't. Does anybody know Coolman 7546? He's played some in-houses. Tell us about him. What does he do?
I think if there's like you need a jungle last round, I would pick him over a couple of them, but that's about it. He is overall like kind of like mediocre at everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's really one thing that stands out over him, other than he played the meta before it became the meta now, so he's really comfortable on like Sejuani and stuff.
What about Mycroft?
I think Mycroft's the best silver and has the best chance of getting one pick.
I didn't even know
agree.
he
I
was
think
silver.
Mycroft is definitely.
He's actually...
I think he's plays much better than silver. I think he just like doesn't play solo queue or has a hard time in it. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's that's a possibility
He does
with
get
a lot
caught
of these
a
guys.
lot though.
Yeah, that's it. He gets caught a lot, and his champ pool is kind of thin. Like I was doing pick ban for Rich Gang versus TNE, and you can kind of guess what he'll fall back on if you ban certain champions from him.
Wow.
I think the another low-rated person, he's not silver, but QJQ. I played with him when he was subbing for our team. I think he's definitely quite a solid lower-ranked person who has the possibility to get picked up higher than he's rated.
Which one?
QJQ.
TJQ.
He's gold
Gold
5.
Ah, okay, gold 5.
I think he plays much better than gold 5.
QJQ. I've only seen him a few times, and I don't really recall anything that stood out. But yeah, I mean, he was playing with diamonds and platinums, and dude was holding his own together. So
Right, exactly.
I think Yeti might have a decent chance as well, based off his in-house. And I mean, his Kalista play in the tournament was pretty decent.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh yeah, I think Kalista is a must ban for Yeti.
I'm tilting.
Anyhow,
On a serious note, though, it's actually pretty decent support outside of lane. I think if he laned with like a decent AD carry that can teach him how to lane well, then I think he'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be
another. Okay, go ahead.
I think that's going to be a factor throughout the tournament. Is certain people that are not ranked as highly as they should be right now in solo queue, or that have potential to improve, that will improve over the course of the season. Like Jetstone, for instance. You know, dude's platinum 2 right now, so
yeah,
it's a growth thing, and he's trending in a certain direction, and I think anybody that's trending in a certain direction positively, that's somebody that you want to look at as potential.
For show.
I think Odin's son is another person who I was looking at who I think is lower lower elo than he actually is. I think he's much better than Gold 5. I've seen him hard carry
Really?
games.
I've known,
Yeah, I'd say he's probably like high gold, low plat at least.
I've known Odin for a while, and he's always been Gold 5.
Oh really? I just see him like do
He's gonna
really
shoot
well,
me
like,
if that's
hard
not the
carry
case,
some
but
games.
I mean, I've hard carried some games, and I'm Silver 4, so
It's true. You did hard carry me.
I sure did. I got you to what, Platinum 5
Platinum 5 in one game.
in one game. Got you
I
all
was
the way there.
silver 5 before that. Yeah, one game. It's pretty good.
I mean, solo queue ranking is just kind of a general idea, because if you look at, everybody's going to be playing the same lane every time, so you've got that factor in here. So it's not what are you rated in solo queue, it's what is your effective solo queue rating with your given role, with your given role.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you know, how are you going to perform in a team environment? Because we saw this in Season 1. There were people that went in, Camouflare, Killing Force, that were hyped up because of their individual skill and ability. And it just, when it came time to translate that to actual wins on the board, it never happened.
Yeah.
And so if people are taking a look at this list and going, I don't know, he's gold 3. Well, he might be gold 3 in solo queue because that's all 5 roles. But the dude might be diamond 4 in mid. I mean, you never know. It's role dependent, especially if they have a low number of solo queue games where that one role they're really good at can outshine the rest and help them to climb.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on people's individual performance, and like you said with Odin's son, seeing him some hard carry some games, like I myself, I deserve to be in the elo that I'm at with every role except for jungle.
I feel like you deserve to be at least diamonds,
I appreciate that.
but
Thank
probably
you.
challenger.
That's
I mean,
great.
you did carry Roger one game to plat.
It's true.
Yes. Everybody, but what I'm saying is everybody has, not everybody. Okay, whoa, hold on. I used the wrong word there because some people just blow. I think the majority
Examples,
of people, examples, you want examples? I could stream a game after this and I could show you 9 examples. If you'd like to
Oh,
see.
dang. Holy.
But yeah, anyhow,
Trash talk.
especially with the people that are signed up in this league, I think that's the case. Everybody, majority of people have some sort of potential somewhere to do some really good things in the right situation. All right.
Yeah.
You take a look at my situation. I mean, I'm plenty sure that people say, "Oh yeah, he's given Vi and he's going to be able to hold his own in a game full of diamonds and platinums," but you ban Vi away from him and he's trash. So it's Freelo, good game, right? So situationally, I think, and in the tournament environment, you have a lot more of an opportunity to meet your ideal situation, and that it could be anything. It's like, okay, this guy's trash if you pair him with a bad support, right? Let's say he's I don't know. Let's say he's a platinum 2 AD carry who mains Vayne. Just pulling that out of nowhere. I'm not naming any names or anything.
Coral?
But let's just say that he's a platinum player that mains Vayne, and he's got godlike mechanics. But if you put him with a bad support, he feeds, he rages, he doesn't
God.
do well. You know,
Not that you.
it's wait, what? I didn't name any names, dude. Stop. Golly, I'm just picking it. Okay, let's say he mains Varus. Anyhow, you put him with a bad support, he's cardboard 7. You put him with a halfway decent support, and he's diamond 5. So okay, I'm using the extreme to illustrate my point here, but the deal is everybody has their ideal situation, and as a captain, you take a look at the players and you go, what is this person's ideal situation? can I create that for them, and what is their value when they're in that situation? And then you pick your draft pick. Disagree?
I think that's right. You have to decide on what you want your strong points of your team to be. I think we should finish up the numbering so we can speculate like the teams afterwards and see which ones would be the strongest with based off.
Oh, I thought we weren't bothering.
Yeah, I don't think we should bother with the rest of the draft, because it's at this point the chances of us being accurate go down with every single pick.
I think we can speculate on teams once they actually get drafted. I think that makes more sense.
Meeble just signed up.
Yeah, apparently. Man. So I mean that might mess with things.
That changes the game slightly.
Okay, wait, we just had a sign up here. And see, this is another thing. We're doing this a little bit early. Okay, Meeble.
Right, exactly. Like a few more people are gonna sign up and stuff. So.
Carl Sloth, the guy.
Did he sign up? What did he sign up for, Press?
I have no idea. He's in Twitch chat.
Oh man. Carl Sloth is coming, boys.
So there we go. We've got, I mean, if we get just like 5 more signups, then that's going to push the lowest rated player in the draft possible to, assuming everybody picks by solo queue rating, to gold 3. Which is pretty epic.
Damn it, Meeble. You didn't sign up as a jungle.
Yeah, does anybody have anything else they want to cover specifically?
Not really. I think we got a good first 2 rounds in, and we talked about people on the later end.
Yeah.
I think we did a good spread.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good spread. There's still some people we didn't talk about in here. Hoi Hoi the Panda, he's been tearing it up in solo, in the solo ladder here lately. I do not know this Maokai guy.
I've only played one in-house with him and he didn't talk, like Peaches.
The Panda? Overdose Panda?
No, Maokai.
Then there's Milkshake.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he gets picked up as a support or as a... Because he was playing a bunch of support near the end of the season.
Yeah.
And he was doing really well on it too, I thought.
And what about Kama Flare?
I think his draft.
I think Kama and Ping were some of the questions that we had because they're.
I think both their draft stock dropped a lot off season 1, and they're captains and they performed pretty poorly.
Yeah, I think Kama Flare's got. I think if you pick him up, you're doing good. He's got a lot of versatility, and he's a good flex pick. And it wasn't his ideal environment season 1. That's anybody who can carry themselves to diamond by maining support, and that's another thing just occurred to me right now. If somebody's maining support or even jungle these days, chances are you call that role in solo queue and you're gonna get it. 4 out of 5 times you're gonna get that role in solo queue. There's not a lot of competition for jungle and support, at least from what I've seen.
Too bad I have that problem in 4-3 Elo. I never get jungle. It's real bad.
Yeah, when I made support for like a brief time, it was always somebody else calling support, or like we'd have like 3 support players on one team.
I think top lane's still the least commonly played role in solo queue.
Yeah, probably.
But when you've got a guy that can carry himself to diamond as support, you know you've got some talent there that you can work with. I just don't think his situation was ideal last season.
I don't know. I think this season he wants a mid, and I don't think he's very versatile in mid.
And another thing he's doing, he's been learning a lot of mid champions lately as well. He wants to expand his mid capabilities beyond Katarina. I think we all agree if you give Flare Katarina, you're gonna have a bad time.
I feel like that he will get that always banned against him though. That's one of the problems of picking him.
Right. And I don't know. This season, Katarina is one of those champions that can get shut down just by a team composition.
I think he can get shut down by a ban pretty easy as well.
Well, why ban it away if you can make it irrelevant and suck? You hand your enemy a sucky champion.
Katarina is also one of those champions that if she gets 2 or 3 kills, she's gonna be strong again.
Yeah. I mean, if you know that their diamond player plays like one champion very well in the mid lane, even if it's easily shut down, it's a good
one champion anywhere. Like it's the same thing with pings. Like why try to force him into a bad matchup on Swain when you just ban it and then he has to fall back on something he's not as comfortable on?
Right.
What about Malkathos? Did we pick him going early to somebody?
No.
I think somebody picked him in the second round.
Second round, I think we had him.
He hasn't been picked in the second round.
Oh, he's after Rom. Maybe that's third round.
That's just.
Oh, that's just how it's.
Yeah, we stopped after Rom because we didn't want to do past.
I think
the second
Malkathos would probably go in the third round.
Yeah.
Almost for sure, but we'll see when.
I mean, it's really most of the picks that we made were based off of their relationship with the captain.
Right.
So if it doesn't pan out like that and they go for just talent, then the draft could be completely different than what we've already said.
Yep. If just one thing goes differently early, it could throw a lot off. I mean, I know there were some captains that had an ideal pick path going into season 1, and then they got their second round or third round pick snagged away from them, and it completely changed the way they were looking at the rest of the board. And the captains are going to have to adapt because curveballs will get thrown. I'm going to promise somebody's going to pick somebody that nobody expected them to pick, at least at the stage they picked them.
It's going to shock the world.
Yeah.
Team top lane the dream.
Yeah.
Simrim was one of those people last season that got picked up a lot earlier than I thought he would. There's another guy that was silver that got picked up before a whole load of golds. I don't quite remember who it was.
That was Sinful, I think.
Sinful.
I'm pretty sure John was ranked 4th.
It was Merc was a captain in round 3. He picked him back in his backpacker.
So there's a lot of possibilities here, and the captains are going to have to come up with plan B, C, D, E, and F, and so on. It's and you're going to have to adapt on the fly. I think, going with a first round strategy, okay, this is who I'm going to try to get first round, and then I've got a backup pick for that as well. Okay, you go in with those 2 names in mind, but aside from that, going in with a plan, okay, here are the 4 guys I'm going to draft, I don't think that's the plan at all. I think you go in with your roles in mind. Okay, do I want to get a really strong jungler first round? Do I want to get a really strong support first round? Do I want to draft my 80 carry friend and then pair him with a really good support second round? You take a look at what you got. Don't pick off of names, pick off of what you think you're going to need at that time, and then just explore your options. Kind of wish I was drafting. Like I could just draft a team and then not play on it. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've hit all the highlights. I think we've gone over everybody that warrants a lot of talking about. But we'll see how it goes Saturday. I'm stoked.
Yeah, so am I. I'm ready.
Gonna be
Let's
good
do it.
times. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and upload this to the YouTubes and everything, and just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out and watching. We've got a lot of viewers on the YouTube or on the Twitch channel, so appreciate that, guys. And Wumple, Zark, Prez, Rigel, appreciate you guys chiming in too.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.